up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. To start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to get better even while I was still broke. I have the knowledge, I pass it.
To your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was ready to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you. And if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen, anger is the gift of God to man. I know most of you say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I treat that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke. I am Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I step, hope arises. Everything I touch, prospers. This is who I am. I am not poor. I make people rich.
Hello Douala, hello Cameroon, hello Africa, hello Nigeria, and hello world. You are welcome to the 40 Streams Conference here in Douala, Bonanjo at La Falaise. Beautiful people, it's gonna be an amazing day. This is the 40 Streams Conference and the launching of Lenoflix affiliate program in Cameroon.
What you do not identify, you cannot confront. And what you don't confront, you cannot conquer.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle, as a baby.
We learn, we earn, and we flex.
Back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame
being a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
Awesome. So let's start by doing a bit of sound check. If you can hear me, give me 111 in the comments. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to class. Awesome. We're live on Zoom and YouTube as usual. Okay, it's my pleasure to be here. And it's in the season of Christmas, so I'm doing Christmas Santa today. And Merry Christmas to you. I think before the next meeting, it's going to be after Christmas. Okay, so that's cool. So this is the last live class we're having before Christmas. And I want to welcome anyone here who just joined Nexa Pro. And this is the first time you are joining this class. I don't know if there's anybody like that. You can signify. All right. It is my pleasure to be here. And where do I start from? Okay, let me look at your faces a little bit. Oh, it's Fumilaya's first time. Hey, I've not set. I'm supposed to have some sound effects, like DJ sound effects thing. Okay, I think I can actually do that manually here. Yay! Welcome. Let me do applause for you. And for everybody who's first time, let me play my Avengers song for you. Hey, we have sang Avengers song for you guys. Sorry in case you do not know the soundtrack I just played. It means you're not a movie person, because it's the biggest movie franchise in the whole world. And I'm proud to be a fan, like a very solid fan. Probably seen all the movies possible more than once. And I had to put it there. I actually created I created an offer some time ago called Avengers Bundle, which was a group of 5 different courses put together in one. I'll call it Avenger. That's how much I love the movie. So that's like the only soundtrack I have here. Don't worry, by January, I'm going to get into my DJ mode and have a whole lot of things set up for our pleasure. All right, welcome once again, all of you that are new It's really a big, big, big pleasure for me to have you here, and I'm excited. Today's meeting is going to be a short one. We've already done about 22 minutes on the intro, so I will just go a little bit right into what we'll be talking about. It's almost Christmas, and I think today is 21st, so we have 10 more days to the end of the year. And then it's going to be 2026, and everybody is going to be 1 year older, technically, while waiting for your birthday. So there's a big question I would like to ask everyone that is live right here, and I'm going to be watching this later, so I'm actually talking to myself as well. And the question is simple, even though it's a big one, but it's a very simple question. It's a question of what will you do differently in 2026? What will you do differently in 2026? Think about it. Now, while you're thinking about it, I'd like to quickly share something interesting. Some years ago, Times Magazine decided to do a survey. They were going to give an award, and the award was supposed to be for the world most influential person of the 19th century. That is between 1900 and year 2000. So who was going to be the world most influential person for that entire century? And a couple of names came up, but top of the list were two people. And the first person was Sir Winston Churchill, the former British Prime Minister, and the guy who's reputed to have stopped World War II. And the second person was the great physicist, the guy with plenty hair, called Albert Einstein. All right, who was reputed to have released the theory of relativity and the famous energy formula E equals mc squared, which was what gave birth to the Oppenheimer's biggest project, the atomic bomb, which of course ended the First World War. All right. So these two guys were the top guys that were being considered for the man of the century by Times Magazine some years ago. And there was votes. And interestingly, Sir Albert Einstein won. Now, Albert Einstein was reputed to have given a quote that I want to start tonight's class with. And that quote says, and I want you to please listen, the significant problem we face cannot be solved at the same level we were in when we created them. I'm going to repeat that again. The significant problem we face cannot be solved at the same level we were in when we created them. I want you to let that sink in. I'm going to say it one last time. The significant problems, all right, that we face as human cannot be solved at the same level we were in when we were creating them, when we were getting into those problems, when those problems were starting. All right. So what does that mean? Whatever is problem to you right now in your personal life, in your business, if you are going to solve it, it is not this version of you, nor the version of you that started that problem that is going to solve it. It means that solutions as human is a function of our change as human. If we don't change, we can't solve our problems. Do you understand? So, if you're going to make more money for whatever it is you want to use it for, something must change about you for you to be able to make more money. If your business is not moving the way you want it to move, something has to change about you for that business to begin to move. Okay? So you cannot remain the way you are. You cannot do what they call it business as usual and expect a change. As a matter of fact, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. All right. As a matter of fact, if you do the same thing over and over, you're going to get a different result. Just that you're going to get a worse result every time. It's going to get worse and worse. Because of the principle of entropy. It's going to descend into chaos further and further. So, to be able to get a positive result or a better, different result, something has to change about your process. Something has to change about my process. How I approach the things that I do has to change. I need to upgrade as a person. I need to improve as a person. Somebody said something that I really love. I think it was Apostle Joshua Selman said, the money you're looking for is also looking for you. It's just looking for a different version of you. All right. It is not this you that we are looking for. Something has to shift. So, if you want a change, it is not your duty to focus on the change. Listen, your duty is to focus on what needs to improve with me as a person so that the change that I desire in external things can happen. If I want to change in my family, what needs to change about me? If I want to change in my business, what needs to change about me? If I want to change in my career, what needs to change about me? If I want to change in my bank account, what needs to change about me? Please, are you understanding what I'm saying, guys? So, to be able to get a different outcome, you have to be an upgraded version of you. So that is the simple formula. So if 2026 is going to be a different year, if it's going to be a better year, what are the things you have to change? How do you upgrade yourself? Now, my class is limited to income, business, money, and every of their cousins. All right. I know a lot about a lot of other things, but I'm not an expert to talk to those topics. But the topic that I love talking about, and I've been talking about it since I didn't have any money. So when I teach you about money, about business, not because I have billions seated in my bank account. As a matter of fact, the higher I grow, interestingly, I figured that the wealthiest people don't keep monies in banks. Am I talking to somebody? The wealthiest people don't keep monies in banks. You will be shocked how much cash in bank Elon Musk, the richest man alive currently, have. You'll be shocked. You say the guy is worth 600 billion right now. All right. You'll be shocked. He might not have up to $5 million in his accounts put together. So I figured that out, that true wealth is not tied to bank balance. Kai. Okay, let's close. Let us close. Wealth is not tied to bank balance. Hey, bank balance is good for liquidity. Yeah, because there are what they call it now. I don't want to call it unforeseen because there are emergency happenings. Good emergencies. I'm not talking about bad emergencies. There are emergency happenings that occur in our lives that we need funds for. There's just an investment that just shows up, a very interesting opportunity. You just need to buy that property that wasn't always in the market. Something is just new that you have to do, and you need to be able to simply have cash to do it. So that's why you keep cash flow. You don't keep cash flow or liquid cash as a proof that you have arrived. I don't lose somebody. You don't keep cash as a proof that you have arrived. You don't keep cash as a proof that you have money. You keep cash just for emergency's sake. Do you understand? So I discovered that as I grow further and develop myself, most of the people that I used to look up to, that these are billionaires and all, don't usually keep liquid cash except for emergency purposes, not emergencies of expenses, emergencies of investments. They just need immediate cash to just drop something. And most of them have very good relationship with their banks, that if they need to get liquidity today, they just need to make one phone call and then cash is made available for them to buy whatever it is that they want to buy. Okay. So why is this significant and important? Your focus should not be, I want to build my bank account. Your focus should be, I want to become somebody who can top up my bank account anytime I have to do that. Hey, somebody's not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying keep $10,000 in your bank account and say my balance is 9,980 something dollars. So yeah, I've arrived. Oh yeah, I'm cool. No, that's not it. What I'm saying is, if you need $30,000 with one phone call, you can get it into your account. That phone call is not to beg people. That phone call is to talk to your bankers and say, oh, can you liquidate this? Can you advance me this? Can you send me this? Can you credit this account this? Can you convert this to cash? I need it in 5 minutes. All right. And then they're able to make that available to you. So that is the goal. That is the kind of person you want to become. Okay. So in 2026, the goal is not to stock your bank balance first, all right, except you are getting those bank balances for the purpose of emergency investments. So it's very important. Now, I've said this over and over that there is class, or let me say it this way so that you understand it. Life is not here or there. Life is not left or right. All right. Life is not this or that. All right. What life is, somebody has done this. What life is what we call a spectrum, which means between left and right, there are multiple steps, there are multiple possibilities, there are multiple positions that you can belong to. It's a spectrum. Okay, so it's not either you're here or you're there. There is multiple steps that you can follow, and that is why a lot of you who are growing will discover that you have not gotten to where you want to get to, but you are no longer where you used to be. Hallelujah. Your life has progressed. You are getting better. You are building towards something. Externally, people may not see it, but you can feel it. It's like you're going to the gym. You have not lost the weight. Your body stuff is still there, but you are feeling it. You know that something is shifting. You know that something has changed. All right. You may not be able to explain it to external people. People may not notice it yet, but you are feeling the shift already. So that is how life works. So if you want to achieve anything that has to do with your finance in 2026, of course, the kind of growth we are looking for is a function of how you change as a person. It's a function of how you are developed as a person. So that personal upgrade is the solution and the result of what you put into your brain through your ears and your eyes. So, how you develop yourself is what makes your output change. That's the kind of money you command, the kind of things that come to you. All of that happen because of self development. So, I want to teach something very simple tonight because, like I said, tonight's class is going to be a very short one, and I please want you all to pay attention. Are we together? Okay, fantastic. Please pay attention. It's very important. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, oh, somebody's asking a question. Let me see. If people like Elon Musk don't save much in their bank account and doesn't keep cash with themselves, then where is the money coming from? Okay, I think somebody will probably answer you. Okay, nobody has answered you yet, so let me help you out because somebody would have wondered. How come? Let me ask somebody this question. This might be for someone. Have you ever asked maybe an uncle or someone older than you that you regard as this person is very wealthy? You ask them for money and they tell you they do not have. Like maybe you ask them for a very small money. If you're Nigeria, maybe 10K back in the days, or some maybe house rent money or school fees money, and then they say they don't have, and you're wondering this person is so wicked. You have so many cars, you have companies, you have business, you have everything, and then you say you don't have. I used to think like that because I have an uncle who was a politician, one of the founding fathers of PDP, a very big guy. When he was in the military, was very close to General Babangida at the time, and he was supposed to be governor of our state at some point. Had to step down for some guy, but he was in the Senate for several years. So I called him and I was like, I just gained admission into school. I'd like you to please pay my school fees, etc. and all that. You know, my dad just passed, your brother, I need this and that. And then the man said, okay, I'll see what I can do. And 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, 3 weeks. I started calling him again. I disturbed. Eventually he sent me some money. It was not enough. I didn't stop. I said, this one you sent is not enough. And eventually the guy comes and said, I don't have money. Like, how can you not have money? I mean, like, you are you now. I mean, how? Like, how come? So I didn't understand until years later, my life changed. And I got to a point where people started to depend on me and started asking me for money. And I had to tell them I don't have. And they'll be like, how? Let me tell you this story. This is the first time I'm probably going to say this kind of story. I used to have a girlfriend. This was many years ago. Who one day asked me for money for something. And I said, I don't have. It was like, how? Like, I don't get it. As like I said, I don't have. She was like, how can you be wicked? How can you not have money? Hey, you don't have money. Hey, okay. So I logged into my bank app. I took a screenshot and I sent to her. I said, I don't have. I was like, never. How can I not have money? I was like, hey, okay, hold on. Am I getting something wrong here? I just showed you my bank details. Like, I mean, bank balance screenshot. I don't have money. So I was like, never. How can you? A whole Sam. What was I? She just called my name. Said, how can you not have money? I said, I don't have. So later on, I called. I was like, why were you that confident that I have money? He was like, it's you. Everybody call you. Listen, billionaire mentor. You have money. You're supposed to have at least 3 billion in your account. How can you show me? I started to laugh. I was like, I don't have money. That's the reality. I don't have. So this is so funny. So the reality is the way she saw me, all right, this is a guy that bought 2 cars in one day, gave car to his pastor, gave about 9 cars to people that she know of, bought stuff for different people and all of that. So that is you. You drive the finest cars, you have the finest this, you have businesses, you travel to different countries. How can you not have money? You're a wicked person. Oh my goodness. So I don't have. My goodness. I don't know if this is liberating somebody, but your focus should not be on the money you keep in your bank balance. All right? It shouldn't be. All right? It should be your ability to generate it when you need to pay for something, when you need to spend money on something. You have the ability to liquidate something and be able to do what you need to do. So it's very important. Now, I'm going to be talking about what I call income 101. Income 101. Now, if you're listening to me right now and you are broke, okay, I wanted to say broke as level. Okay, when somebody says he's broke, it could mean breakthrough for another person. Do you understand? Somebody's broke is breakthrough for another person. So let's just get that. And that's just to prove that everything in life is spectrum. There's no rich or poor. Nobody is totally poor. No matter how poor you think you are, someone is poorer than you. Nobody is rich. No matter how rich you think you are, someone is richer than you. Do you agree with me, guys? So there is no richest man, in quote, not even Elon Musk, not the richest. It's by Forbes and Bloomberg. A businessman, yeah? Even Nigeria, some politicians are richer than Elon Musk. Don't say I said so. So it is not. There is no richest man. There is no poorest man. There is only spectrum between rich and poor. So people fall anywhere in between. So your brokenness is someone else's breakthrough. And your wealth is someone else's broke. Like I think it was Chris Rock that was cracking a joke, and I was like, Shaq, Big Shaq, the basketball legend. He says very rich. He's a wealthy guy. He's rich, but he said the guy that writes his check is wealthy. He said maybe you don't understand that if Bill Gates wakes up with Michael Jordan money, he will commit suicide. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is a wealthy guy. But he said the day Bill Gates becomes as rich as Michael Jordan, he's broke, he's bankrupt completely. But you and I will see Michael Jordan as like, oh my God, one day I want to be a billionaire like him. So this thing are levels, eh? So so relax. So we'll talk about income 101. This is very important. Let me see if I can finish this class in 15 minutes so that I can release you guys to start your Christmas week. Are you learning something, ladies and gentlemen? All right. The person that asked the question about Elon Musk, wealthy people's wealth are not measured by bank balance. Wealthy people's wealth are measured by assets. All right. What they call the tradable assets. It could be abstract, it could be tangible. All right. Some abstract assets includes brand. Your brand is abstract. It is not a tangible asset, but it's an asset. All right. And people pay a lot of money to associate with your brand. If you don't understand what I'm saying, the reason they pay your influencers a lot of millions and hundreds of millions just to be an influencer or to be what they call it now, a brand ambassador for a particular brand. If you are, there's this boy that was tearing his clothes, acts like a madman every time. He sang this song, Machala, something like that. You know him. Efe, he just got a deal with Mattel for 200 million, influenced by Davido. Okay, why do they pay him, or why would they be paying him 200 million for tearing his clothes, for being lousy like that? No, they are doing that because his abstract asset, his brand as a person, is worth more than 200 million. What the guy did not know is that he has ability to use his brand to generate more than 200 million for himself. Because if Mattel is going to pay him that amount, Mattel is expecting to make more than that through association with his brand. Are you following me, ladies and gentlemen? So there are people who have built some tradable abstract assets, and these abstract assets, non-tangible assets, are worth billions. A very good example that I will give to you is Rolls Royce. How many of you know Rolls Royce? Rolls Royce is a swimming pool. It's like jacuzzi. Abi, you know Rolls Royce is a swimming pool. Don't tell them. They are village people. They don't know Rolls Royce. Don't tell them. Those of you that know Rolls Royce, yuppie. Rolls Royce is a jacuzzi, have you? So some years ago, Rolls Royce wanted to sell its company, and they went out to bid, and two companies, car companies, decided to buy Rolls. Rolls Royce is a car, in case you don't know it. It's the king of cars. All right. So BMW and Volkswagen were bidding for Rolls Royce. And so after the whole thing, Volkswagen won and Rolls Royce sold to Volkswagen. And BMW went back to Rolls Royce and said, okay, we know we lost, we couldn't buy your company and everything. But can you sell us the rights to your logo? We're not buying the company anymore. We just want your logo, the Spirit of Ecstasy, and the RR logo. That's all we want. Can you please sell it to us? and they sold that logo to BMW for several billions. And today, any Rolls Royce you see that is just made like maybe in the last 5-10 years up till now, including the Spectre, the Cullinan, all of those ones that those guys are buying, they are just BMW, all right, intestine wrapped by Rolls Royce body, placed logo of Rolls Royce on top. It is BMW car. It's just the body that is Rolls Royce. Everything inside is BMW. So the people who are making Rolls Royce now is BMW. So if you buy a Rolls Royce, you are practically just buying a glorified BMW with a Rolls Royce logo. Do you understand? And they bought that for several billions. Now, just imagine how much Rolls Royce is worth today. Something as little as a logo. Okay, so that's the power that I'm talking about. You can build your assets in different means. So personal brand is an asset, brand is an asset. These are some abstract, and we have tangible assets. All right. Now you have a share in a company that is producing, that is big, which is where the wealth of Elon Musk come from. The different companies that he owns shares, majority shares in. Those are the things that culminate into the kind of money or the kind of valuation that they gave to him. For those who do not know, none of those richest men in the world have hundreds or billions in their bank accounts. Because the way I used to think, and I know a lot of people are probably here who are still thinking like that when you open GT Bank of Elon Musk, you're going to see his balance $600 billion. No. There's nothing like that. All right. So it's their assets. So I hope I've done justice to that. All right. Okay. So we want to talk about income 101. How do you build an income? You build income by providing value. And because you cannot give what you don't have, you build income by adding value to yourself. Do you understand? You build income by adding value to yourself, because when you add value to you, then you can provide value to people. Do you understand it? So if you want $1 million income, you have to provide value worth more than $1 million. Is that clear? In order to provide value that is more than $1 million, you must have added value to yourself, excuse me, that is more than $1 million. So if you're an employee right now and you are being paid a certain salary, let's assume you're in Nigeria and you're earning 500,000, 1.5 million as salary per month. That is how that organization value your inputs. The value they place on your input is actually more than the 1.5 million, because they will not pay you at a loss. They will always pay you less than what they can make through your inputs. Do you understand? They will always pay you less than what they can make. So if they're paying you 1.5 million naira, which is $1,000 by the way, what it means is they are making more than $1,000 because of your inputs. Hence, it's easy for them to pay you $1,000. If they are not making up to that, they will not pay you that. So it means that your value is slightly below or slightly above what you are being paid. Okay, so you add value to yourself, went to school, got a degree, got some skill, learn all of those things, and then you present yourself, and then they pay you based on that perceived value. Do you understand it? So the same thing in your business. How much your business is making is a function of the value that you are giving out. Okay, so if you want to now increase how much you are making, what are you supposed to do? Give me an answer in the comment. What are you supposed to do if you want to increase your income? Add more value to yourself. Offer more value. God bless you. The more value you add to yourself, the more value you have to offer. And the more value you offer, the more money you attract. So, something central changes for your income to change. What is that thing? You are a vessel of value. If I could borrow Kenemokoye's nickname, you are a vessel of value. Who you are, the value you contain, is what attracts the kind of money you're making. Hence, if you upgrade yourself by upgrading how valuable you are, you automatically will attract more money. You attract more income to yourself. So that is how to run 2026. So if you want to make a lot of money in 2026, the first question is, where am I right now? Okay. Is there anyone here who would like to visit me in the house and eat something, let's say chicken, with me? You like to visit me and eat chicken? So, oh yeah. For you to get to me, I would like you to take a cab. All right, you take a cab, and then I will send you my address pin, and then you take a cab and get to me. Is that clear? Will you be able to get to me if I give you if I give you my address? Will you be able to get to me? Anybody? So you will not be able to get to me if I give you my address, because my address alone is not enough to get you to where I am. We first need to put into consideration one thing that is very important: your own location, where you are. So if you call me and say, I want to come to you, and I say, okay, I can't tell you take a cab. Like I said, I will have to ask you a question first. And the question is, where are you? Do you know that 99% of people who struggle to change their lives, they do that struggle because they cannot answer the question, where are you? If you can't answer that question, where you are just playing. You will not get to that destination you want to get to. Because a knowledge of where you are is going to determine the kind of preparation required to get to your destination, the kind of vehicle you will take to get to your destination. It will also help you to be able to track the amount of time it will take to get to your destination. But if you are not sure where you are, or you don't know where you are, even if you know where you want to go, you will not get there. This is why January 1, all of us write down our goal for the year: financial goal, business goal, income goal. But December, those goals are still far away. And we are wondering why. The simple reason is because why the destination is easy, it's clear, the location is not clear. And until you are clear about your location, you ain't getting nowhere. So my message to you, or the cross of this class, is to let you understand the importance of clarity, not only about your destination or your goals, the importance of clarity about where you are. I'm going to talk more about this during the prophetic night. The prophet asked the woman, he said, what do you have right now? Yes, you have come to me. You need money to pay the people your husband is owing. You're in an economic problem. But the question is, what is in your hand? What do you have? So your location, where you are, what you have, your value right now, all the things you've got, all right? The clarity about those things is the most important ingredient to get you to whatever destination you want to get to. My goal for you all, my desire for you all in 2026 is to have an extra $1,000 a month income. Now, depending on how much you want, that's the minimum. A minimum of $1,000 extra income per month. Even if you are currently not earning anything right now, which is now the key of what I'm talking about. Because where you are right now, what you are earning right now is important. It's an important ingredient if you're going to make $1,000 a month. If you're making nothing right now, making $1,000 a month is a different journey compared to somebody who is already making $500 a month. Are we together? Am I communicating right? So your journey is going to be different from the person who's already making $200 a month, or someone's making $800 a month. You are making $0 a month, but all of you want to get to the destination of $1,000 a month. The route you're going to take, the vehicle you're going to take, every step you will have to take would be different. So it will not be the same thing. But how would you know the style or the vehicle or the steps you are supposed to take? It is when you know where you are. It is when you are clear about where you are. So clarity of achieving goal is not just about the destination. Here's what I want. I want to make $500,000 by end of 2026. I want to buy 10 houses. I want to give 5 cars to people. I want to marry 15 wives. No, sorry. Whatever it is that is the goal you want to set. It's great, but you've done that in the last 10 years. You've done that in the last 20 years, depending on how old you are. You've done that last year. You did that this year. But next year, what should you do differently? I want you to take the remaining 10 days to evaluate where exactly are you. So what are the things that you're going to be asking yourselves? What are the questions that you need to answer for yourself, by yourself, to know exactly where you are? Are you ready? First of all, do you understand all I've said so far? Do you understand all I've said so far? So I'm going to say this again. The significant problems we face cannot be solved at the same level we were in when we created them. The significant problems that we faced cannot be solved at the level we are in, at the level we had when we created them. Somebody say marry 15 wife. It's not me. It was that year that I visited Cameroon. That's why I've been running from Cameroon. They said that they are giving me 5 wives because I am now a chief Cameroon. So they gave me a chieftaincy title and they say I'm entitled to 5 wives. I ran. Don't tell them. All right, that's just a joke. Let's get back to class. So the significant problems we face cannot be solved at the same level we are at when we created them. Means we had to shift. So what are the few questions you should ask yourself and be able to answer as a precursor to you getting clarity about where you are right now, leading towards what you want to achieve? Setting goals is the easiest thing. You've been doing it for 10 years. To achieve those goals, you first need to be clear about where you are. I've repeated that like 20 times already. So, what are the things you need to ask yourself? Number 1, what skill do you have right now? What skill do you have right now? Please, mind you, I am limiting my class to only income. All right, this is an income class. What skill do you have right now? Don't answer me. Write it down. You can type it if you want in the comment, but I need you to be able to write that question. The questions are more important than the answers you are giving, because I want you to go and think deep about it. Okay? What skill do you have right now? List them, as many as you can list. All right? Now, do me a favor. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate all the skill you have. Rate each of them. How profitable, how monetizable are they based on your proficiency of those skills? Excuse me, somebody might write public speaking. Your public speaking skill, how monetizable is it at your current skill level on a scale of 1 to 10? Be sincere with yourself. Okay? Do you think you're good enough in your delivery that somebody would be able to pay for that level of delivery? Okay? So, number 3, each of the skill you have written, is there anyone willing to pay for the solution that this skill can create? Is there somebody willing to pay for this skill? It could be talent, it could be skill, whatever it is. The solution, because skills are used to create solution. Either you sell the skill directly or use to create some solution, does not matter. Is there market value for the skill that I have? You are first writing the skills, then you are writing your proficiency, rating it 1 to 10. Then number 3, you are asking for each of them. Is there someone somewhere, excuse me, willing to pay for this skill? All right. Is there somebody somewhere willing to pay for this skill? I can cook very well. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think my cooking is 6. Number 3, is there someone willing to pay for the kind of food I can make? All right. So write your answers down. Think about those things very deeply and carefully. All right. They're very important. Very important. Now, this number 4, this is very important. What solutions can I create with the skills I have? Either a combination of those skills or one, does not matter. Can I create any solution with these skills that I have? Or what solutions can I create with these skills that I have? It's very important. Think about it. Okay? What solution can I create with these skills that I have? Now, question number 5. All the skills that I've listed, can I move them from their rating to at least 8 over 10? I said, how monetizable are your skills from 1 to 10? Whatever rating you give, can you make them to become 8? Which means, can you develop yourself further in those skills to a level where you can conveniently say, monetization of this my skill is 8 over 10 at least? Can you do that? So look at all the skills you've written. Which one is less than 8 currently? Is it possible to move and improve yourself in those skills so that you are minimum an 8? Could be 9, could be 10 over 10. So please don't give yourself 10 over 10. But 8 is like, can you improve yourself to make your skill at least 8 over 10? It's very important. Thank you, Rere. Without even reading who posted, I know it has to be you. So number 1, what skills do you have right now? Number 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate how monetizable these skills are. And number 3, for each of the skills, is there anyone willing to pay for them? Okay. And number 4, what solution can you create with your skills? Either a combination of the skills or a singular skill, does not matter. And the skills that you have listed in number 1, that you rated in number 2, How many of them are less than 8 over 10? And can you upgrade them to at least 8 over 10? Okay? I want you to go and do these assignments. Now, let me start to demystify this one by one. Number one, a lot of you think you have skills. But when you begin to ask yourself this question, and when you begin to do number two, you will discover and say, you have been deceiving yourself. You have information about the skill. You do not have the skill yet. I will give you an example. How many of you here knows the equation E equals mc square? If you know it, please type the word physics. You know that equation, E equals mc square. You probably even know the meaning of each of the, you know what E means, you know what M is, you know what C is. Obviously, you know what square is. All right. If you know that equation, type the word physics. All right. Chinedum, correct. These are my people, physicists. I study physics, by the way. I have a degree in physics. I have a degree in physics. Okay. So, one of the things they used that equation to build was the nuclear reaction that created the atomic bomb and created nuclear weapons as we know them today. Those of you who are typing physics, can any of you build an atomic bomb? Answer in the question. Answer in the in the comments. Can you build an atomic bomb? You cannot, but you know the equation now. Why can't you build it? But you know the equation now. Why can't you build it? Do you understand what is going on here? You can have knowledge about something, but you may not be able to produce anything with that knowledge. You can have knowledge about something, but you may not be able to produce anything with that knowledge. Unfortunately, many people are in that situation where they have different skill, but they have not been able to produce anything significant. As a matter of fact, any income, any economic value with that skill that they have. So you do not have a skill yet. You have knowledge about a skill. Do you understand me? You do not have a skill yet. You have knowledge about a skill. Abigail, are you getting me? It's because I'm seeing your face. That's why I'm calling your name. It's only you. It's you. Now you get it. She has a nice smile and she has Biro in her hand. Jackson, is that you? Or Sang Jackson, is you. I'm talking about you. Yeah, fantastic. Tairu Shaibu, you are far from your camera. Are you following me? Okay, that's fantastic. Even though there's no light where David Okoye is, he's wearing that jersey that look like Arsenal or Man U, I'm not sure. But he's also here. Do you understand me now? Fantastic. So having a knowledge about a skill is not skill. Being able to produce economic value with a skill, it is skill. If you can sing, but you cannot make money with your voice, you don't have skill of singing. You have talent of singing. You have knowledge about singing, but you are not skilled in singing because you can't convert your ability to do the thing into economic value. So I'm saying, in addition to the fact that you know how to run ads, you know how to design websites, you need to be able to generate income. You need to be able to turn that skill into income for yourself. One of my very respected clients recently, who's trying to build again, had some crisis trying to build again. One of the significant questions I asked this my client is, what skill do you have? And you think it's a simple question. It is not. It is not. When you start to really probe yourself, you will discover you only have information about the skill. You have an idea about the idea. You don't have it yet. All right. So if I pick you right now and throw you in a city where they probably don't speak your language and nobody knows you, how will you survive? All right. How will you survive? Let me make it easy. Let's say they can speak your language. How will you survive? So all of the time, what we are all left with as human is our skill. What we are left with is our skill. Your skill will stand you out anywhere. Let me give you this example. It's a personal example. Some years ago, I got a job to work with a global service company. This particular company got a contract with a state government in southwest Nigeria, and they were to train some bunch of people. And because it was a government contract, they had a partnership with First Bank of Nigeria, which was the official bank of these young people that were under employment by the government. So what the contract was about is, if any of these people are interested in the program this my company was bringing, they are going to sign what we call a direct debit mandate, which means signing of form, equal to revenue for 10 months for my company. Each person that signs a form is automatically paying us for 10 months. Why? There's a direct debit mandate that they cannot change, that they are signing. Government will pay them normally because they work for government. Now, the bank is mandated to remove money even ahead of government paying, because government is a guarantee, yeah, for my company. So for everybody who buys or takes the form and fills it and signs it, is automatic 10 months revenue for the company I was working for. So we went to make a presentation to thousands of them. We went with several hundreds, a couple of thousands of forms. And my boss, trained in the UK, fantastic young lady. She was phenomenal. Her delivery was top notch. She speaks Queen English or the British English, right? You're in it, and all these waha, waha, one tongue, you know how they sound. So that's how this babe talks. Hot girl, very fine. So they invited us to the stage, and my boss stepped up. Fantastic. Go with a cocoa car. And she picked up the mic. I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to talk to you about the program. This program is going to change your life. All of them are looking like this. Southwest states. Remember, I don't want to mention the state. Eminem Sele. They were just, my mom, I saw this program when you're going to, I say, hey, basic. What is this guy doing? So she kept talking. These people started to make noise. They were like, they could order. Some people were trying to stop orders so they can listen to her. She was not connecting. I said, I need to save face. It was like the case of David go to give his brother food on the battlefield, and he saw Goliath shouting and said, give me a man, fight. And then he say, who they do that can deal with you? So it was just like that. So I said, Oga, sure you will leave us. Let us do it. So I went to whisper to her. I said, let me talk to them. I was like, no, how you mean? Well, you can talk to them. I said, let me talk to them. I said, can you trust me this one? I said, if I don't, what's the word now? If I don't convert these people, sack me. she's frustrated already. She's been shouting, she's been talking. They're not listening to her. She was frustrated. So it was like, okay, go and talk to them. So I collected mic from her. This was my first rodeo. Not first technically. I've been doing public speaking and all. So I've been practicing. So this is the first time that I'm going to do platform closing. So when I collected the mic, I looked at them. I didn't talk for like the first 1 minute. By the way, if you're a public speaker, you are speaking to a group of people and they are making noise or they are busy, they are eating or whatever. If you want to get their attention, just hold your mic and don't talk for the first 1 to 2 minutes. Just keep the L quiet and watch them with a straight face and watch the miracle of how everywhere is going to go down. You will thank me later. All right. So I took the mic and I stood there with a front face. And somehow they started to, mellow little by little. Eventually, the first word that came out of my mouth is, I spoke Yoruba. My boss look at me, you speak Yoruba? I say, I do. Ìlọrin náà ti bí mi fa kọ yí ọ. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. All of them, they were quiet like, hey, this is our person. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was done talking, we had to go and do photocopy of more forms because all the forms we brought were exhausted. People took the form. They signed it. Remember, each form signed is 10 months of payment to my company that I'm representing. The only thing my boss could not do was date me. Like, anything I tell her to do, she should do it. I became, you know what happened? Like, I became the Merlin of the Yato of the skill that can be monetizable. I know how to speak. I later switched to English, yeah, but I first got the attention with Yoruba. And after I got the attention, I started to talk. They were saying, yeah, everything, all of them. And then I now brought it home because they were graduates. And I spoke English to them, covered the whole thing, and voila, we made money. We made money. When we were going on, my boss was just like, Sam, you never told me you could do this. I said, don't worry, you never asked to. I told you I'm very skilled. He was speaking English, Queen English to Emma Jandaruko states here. Sorry. Don't let me mention the city. So opportunities will always come. And the one who have learned how to monetize the skill is the one that is going to win every time. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, this skill that I have, what can I solve with it? All right, what problem can I solve with this skill? How can I make money with it? Who is willing to pay for it? All right, because that's when it becomes skill, when it has economic value, when you can make money with it. So if you discover that the skill you have, you don't know how to make money with it, great. You are getting clarity about where you are. Remember, you need to be clear about where you are for you to be able to achieve your goal, for you to get to your destination. Because it is a knowledge of where you are that you know what you need. All right, in order to begin your journey. That self-improvement is very important. I'm speaking this to you prophetically. A lot of you are occupying a lie. You are living in a lie. How many of you were here when I was saying that I'm about to give out everything I've amassed and start my life afresh again? How many of you? Give me 111 if you were here when I was talking about that. That is an exercise that I do personally to prove to myself that I'm growing. I don't want to keep living on the illusion that I've created by my past results or past record. Are you with me? That is the life of a typical celebrity, especially in Nigeria. Because they used to drive Range Rover, they have to go out to Range Rover. They will do anything to borrow whatever to just show up like that. For who? You are broke now. You know you can't even afford to pay your rent. You know. You come out. But no, they just want to. So don't let people package you, especially those of you that have made money before, who have built something before, but you are no longer that guy. Be bold. I am not that guy right now. I'm owing. I don't have money. I'm broke. Yes. That is where you are. That is where you are. I'll give you an example. You want to go to Dubai. Dubai is that destination. All right. When you go to Dubai, you're going to get $10 million in Dubai. All right. And then the people want to get you to Dubai now says, where are you? But remember, the time you started talking to them, you went on a vacation in London. So they have spoken to you in London. You were in London at the time. You used to be in London, but you are not in London anymore. You are in what's the name of this place? Gbagi in Ibadan. you are you are in Gbagi in Ibadan. They now call you, say $10 million is waiting for you in Dubai. Where are you, please? Would like to book your flights. You now said, I'm in London. Why? Because everybody knows you are in London because you used to be in London. Please, will you get the $10 million? Answer. Because they will send tickets for somebody in London. But you are not in London. You are in Gbagi. Gbagi àti jog is a Gbagi tuntun. That's where you are. So how would you get to London from Gbagi to Rio? Instead of you to say, excuse, I used to be in London, but right now I'm in Ibadan, the largest city in Africa. It's very large city, great economy, everything is nice. I'm in Africa, West Africa, Nigeria, Ibadan, your state. I'm actually in Gbagi right now. So, Gbagi, you are in Gbagi. How do you get to Dubai from Gbagi? Oh, it's simple. I just need to get to Lagos. And okay, so we can book your flight from Lagos to Dubai. Say, yeah. So how do you get from Lagos? How do you get from Gbagi to Lagos? I'll just book Uber. Just send money, I'll book Uber, carry me to airport. Fantastic. And they will arrange it. And then you get to Dubai and get your $10 million. So the journey of life is like that as well. Where you want to get to your destination needs your current location to be able to map the road that is going to take you to get there, just the way navigation system works. So if your location is not detectable, Google Map cannot get you to your destination. Have you learned something today? So towards 2026, it is not about goal setting. It's about clarity of where you are. That's what I want to give to you guys as a gift. I'm talking to myself as well. Where are you really? How much are you owing? Who are you owing? All right. What businesses do you have going right now? What lead generation system do you have? How many employees do you have? What businesses do you have? How many jobs do you have? How many clients do you have on retainer? How many clients have you delivered to? Who are you supposed to deliver to that you have not delivered to, that is fighting you, that you can't talk to right now? Ask yourself all of these questions. Take your time and have a complete detailed document of your current location. Listen to this again. The clearer you are about where you are, the faster and easier it will be to get to your destination. Can I repeat that? The clearer you are about where you are, the faster and easier it will be to get to your current destination or to your desired destination. The clearer you are, clarity about where you are is important. It's more important than even the destination, because destination is easy to set. Anybody can say, I want to make 10 billion next year. It's easy. But not everybody can actually evaluate where they are originally. So the clearer you are about where you are, how detailed you are, the clearer you are about your current situation, the better it will be. And please, let pride rest. Shout outs where you need help. It is me of them, but the me of now is not that thing anymore. Please help me. All right. I am not what I used to be. Help me. People will not even remember, but you will be helped and your life will become better. But if you try to remain what you are no longer, Have you learned something tonight? All right. So I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to
It's glitz on the bit.
If there's anything I want you to write down is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here, where you are right now, when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
Sam Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. too young to start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to get better even while I was still broke. I have the knowledge, I pass it.
To your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was ready to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you, and if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen, anger is the gift of God to man. I know most times I say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in the university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I twist that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke. I am Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I step, hope arises. Everything I touch, prospers. This is who I am. I am not poor. I make people rich.
Hello Douala, hello Cameroon, hello Africa, hello Nigeria, and hello world. You are welcome to the 40 Streams Conference here in Douala, Bonanjo at La Falaise. Beautiful people, it's gonna be an amazing day. This is the 40 Streams Conference and the launching of Lenoflix affiliate program in Cameroon.
what you do not identify, you cannot confront. And what you don't confront, you cannot conquer. Cameroon.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in.
Head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I play in my Rolls Royce. Telephone
We learn, we earn, and we flex.
Tell Kelly, back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your hands together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.